The Bills can't wait any longer. Injuries are piling up, the roster is maxed out, and Brandon Beane knows it's time to act. Sources indicate Buffalo may be making a major move in the market to bolster the roster ahead of the playoffs. I found out who the names being monitored are and what could happen in the coming days. So like and subscribe now, because the new signing coming could change the course of the season. Buffalo Bills fans, hold on tight. Urgent events are rocking the NFL landscape and could change the course of this season forever. After the Philadelphia Eagles stumbled twice in as many days, frustrations are boiling over, and the Bills could be the perfect spot for a top-tier wide receiver eager for a starring role. But this is just the beginning. The Bills' offense is yearning for a true alpha player, and A.J. Brown's growing dissatisfaction opens a door Buffalo shouldn't ignore. The Philadelphia Eagles lost 2 games in less than a week, dropping from an undefeated 4-0 record to 4-2, leaving pundits and fans stunned. Their offense, once at its peak, came to a screeching halt, failing to score a single point in the second half of a 34-17 loss to Jackson Dart and the New York Giants. Behind the scenes, a glaring problem has emerged: frustration within the star-studded offense, particularly wide receiver A.J. Brown. Brown's public display of discontent, cryptic posts on X after a lackluster Week 4 game where he caught just 2 passes for 7 yards, reveals a player hungry to shine but sidelined from what should be a championship-caliber offense. His frustration has only grown with the Eagles' struggling attempts, fueling speculation that he's eager for a fresh start where he can be the number 1 target. Here are the Buffalo Bills, a team desperately in need of a true alpha receiver to elevate Josh Allen and transform their offensive firepower into unstoppable dominance. The Bills have the talent and ambition, but they lack a true starting wide receiver who demands attention and consistently commands the ball. A.J. Brown fits that bill perfectly: physical, dynamic, and proven at the highest levels. A rush? The trade deadline is fast approaching. The Eagles paid handsomely to sign Brown, giving up a first-round pick to the Browns in 2022, and it's no secret that Buffalo has plenty of draft capital. If the Bills truly want to compete, they need to stop hesitating and make a bold move to acquire Brown before they are outclassed again. The combination of Brown's growing frustration and the Bills' unmet needs at receiver creates the perfect storm for one of the most impactful trades of the season. In short, the Bills have a chance to revamp their offense and inject a star presence just as their division rivals are showing signs of vulnerability. With A.J. Brown eager for a prominent role and Buffalo poised to maximize Josh Allen's talents, this trade scenario is no longer just speculation. It's an urgent priority that could redefine Buffalo's path to the playoffs. But while fans dream of A.J. Brown's arrival, another potential move is gaining momentum behind the scenes, and this time the focus is on defense. If the Bills want to build a truly championship run, strengthening their defense is as crucial as improving their offense. Buffalo has been dominant early in the season, and Josh Allen continues to play at an MVP level, but defensive weaknesses, especially in the secondary, threaten to derail their progress. The Bills have been tested by injuries and inconsistency. Tre'Davious White and Christian Benford have done solid work at outside cornerback, but the depth behind them is thin and vulnerable. The return of rookie Maxwell Hairston from knee surgery is promising, but he won't immediately fill the void at a critical cornerback position. Simply put, the Bills need reinforcements. Enter Rick Woolen, a former Pro Bowl cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, who has been a roller coaster of talent. Woolen emerged as a rookie with a league-leading interception rate, showcasing his elite ball skills and athleticism. However, inconsistency and injuries have hampered his performance in recent seasons, and he is currently recovering from a concussion. Rumors have surfaced that the Seahawks may be open to trading Woolen, which represents a golden opportunity for the Bills. Signing Woolen could bring depth and involvement to Buffalo, giving them a more dynamic and dangerous defensive unit. His physical gifts and experience, despite recent struggles, make him an attractive option for the Bills, who cannot afford to neglect the defensive end as the playoffs approach. Professional football experts highlight the risk-reward ratio of Woolen's potential acquisition. NFL Spin Zone has put him on its trade radar, citing how surprising it would be to let go of a young cornerback with his playmaking ability, but the Bills' front office is likely eager to act. If the price is right, General Manager Brandon Beane would not hesitate to take action to strengthen a defense that needs all the help it can get. Important depth, especially with injuries mounting throughout a long NFL season. The Bills can't ignore the possibility that their shallow secondary could be exposed at the worst possible time. Woolen could be the ace up their sleeve as postseason rumors build. The question is, can Buffalo move quickly enough before other contenders make their offers? And just as time is turning to further development, alarm bells are ringing again in Buffalo. Coach Sean McDermott offered a less than enjoyable update on one of his most promising pieces. While the Bills have clear goals to improve both offense and defense, their injury concerns add a layer of tension and urgency to every roster move they consider. Key players are sidelined, putting additional pressure on an already tested lineup as the regular season progresses. One of the most concerning situations looming over Buffalo is the situation of cornerback Maxwell Hairston and kicker Tyler Bass, both currently on injured reserve and yet to see action this season. Their absence leaves gaps in the lineup, and recent comments from head coach Sean McDermott cast doubt on when or if they will return this season. In a recent update to The Athletic, when asked if he was confident Hairston or Bass would play this season, McDermott responded with a sober two-word answer, "We'll see." While he confirmed that both players are headed in the right direction, the lack of certainty highlights the difficulty of relying on their return to restore starting depth. This uncertainty magnifies the importance of the draft trade strategy, especially on defense. Without Hairston's contribution in the near future, Buffalo's cornerback position is dangerously limited. This directly ties into the potential acquisition of Rick Woolen, making this move not just an option, but a high-priority necessity if the Bills are to remain competitive down the stretch. Furthermore, the absence of kicker Tyler Bass creates pressure in the special moments, an often overlooked but crucial area in close games. Having Bass back healthy could stabilize Buffalo's scoring consistency and give them confidence in decisive moments. With injuries mounting, Ed Oliver has been out since Week 1 and Matt Milano has been out since Week 2. The Bills face an uphill battle. The front office must balance meaningful findings with the reality of an unpredictable injury report. The road to the playoffs appears more demanding without key players available. Buffalo's ability to overcome these challenges will define their season. Success depends on the ability to capitalize on trade opportunities, manage your roster effectively, and hope for miracles. The time to act decisively is now, as every game counts and roster stability is at stake. Considering A.J. Brown's growing frustration with the Eagles, the potential trade for cornerback Rick Woolen to strengthen the Bills' defense, and the uncertainty surrounding the recovery of Maxwell Hairston and Tyler Bass, how do you think these factors will shape the Buffalo Bills' chances of a deep playoff run this season? I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.